Clayton-Bradley's class of 2023 went on their senior trip to Costa Rica, and it was the most magical, life-changing experience we could all have.
So this year's senior trip was amazing because we got to do stuff that we would never have gotten to do anywhere else. It was the most beautiful place ever. I got to see nature in a way I never gotten to see, and I got to do experiences like adventure sports that I never gotten to do. You think you get to do ziplining here in Costa Rica, you're doing it in the rainforest with the rain hitting you, seeing waterfalls. There was a volcano about 20 feet next to us and we almost brushed it as we were ziplining. I went paddleboarding in our own island where I got to go by myself and see all this natural environment. We got to surf, and probably the best part was doing it with my best friends. We went to this indigenous people's refugee home, and she was talking to us about all these stories of the people she's helped. She helped single moms give birth in natural environments because they wanted to stay away from the harm of going to hospitals. And these indigenous people that lived in the mountains, they didn't have the resources or the access to resources that these other people had. So she would actually go into the mountains and help people. And one of these stories that really stuck out to me, there's a blind mother. She had a kid, or she was pregnant, and while she was pregnant, she unfortunately became blind. And she had a 5-year-old daughter. And before they found the help of these indigenous people, after she had the kid, the 5-year-old used to take care of the baby because the mother couldn't see. That's how desperate times had been for them, is they were in the mountains with no help, and the mother was blind. And so the 5-year-old was taking parental responsibilities. But the good outcome of the story was how people came together to help them. And the third place we went to was right on the beach. And that was probably the most beautiful beach I've ever seen. One night we looked up, and after we saw the sunset, Mr. R was pointing out where Venus and Jupiter were. And you could see hundreds of stars when you looked up, and you could just lay on that beach forever and ever and just watch the tide rise. And that's probably what I'm most thankful for, is the fact that I got to see nature in a way that I would never see here. Not because of the light pollution, or not because we treat our environment different, but because of the amount of respect Costa Ricans have for their environment, the amount of love they have for it. They feel like they're one with their environment. As the indigenous people were telling us, they feel connected to places around them. And in the short time that I was there, I felt more connected with that environment than I ever had here.
So this trip brought our class together as a family, and family is important because it gives you those experiences and memories that you will have for the rest of your life. And we all realize that soon we are all parting ways and we won't see each other like we do every day, but we at least still have these memories of each other, this so much fun we had that will always be there with us that we'll never forget.